The Book of Enoch, an ancient and enigmatic Jewish text, is one of the most intriguing and mysterious scriptures associated with biblical literature and world history. Despite its fascinating content and historical significance, it is not included in the canonical Bible of most Christian traditions. The Book of Enoch is notable for its complex cosmology, angelology, and eschatology. It describes the fall of the Watchers, a mysterious group of angels who descended to earth and gave birth to the Nephilim, a race of giants. This narrative provides a detailed description of the heavenly hierarchy, the origins of evil, and the future divine judgment of the fallen angels and their descendants. One of the most striking features of the Book of Enoch is its apocalyptic vision. It depicts Enoch's travels through the heavens, where he sees the secrets of the universe, the future judgment of the wicked, and the final redemption of the righteous. These themes echo other apocalyptic works of literature, but also diverge from them in important ways. Although not officially part of the Bible, the Book of Enoch was highly regarded in early Christianity. Several references in Genesis and the New Testament attest to its importance, as well as the importance of Enoch himself, who, like Moses, walked with God. Indeed, the Book of Enoch was highly regarded in certain Jewish and early Christian circles. It is also quoted in the New Testament. However, its acceptance was not universal. The growing Christian church sought to establish a canon that reflected a coherent and unified position, and texts representing different or speculative doctrines were scrutinized and often excluded. By the 4th century, the development of a more standardized biblical canon led to the Book of Enoch falling out of favor in most Christian traditions. It was excluded from the canonical lists established by influential councils and synods. The only community that still recognizes the Book of Enoch as canonical today is the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. This ancient Christian tradition includes it in its Old Testament. The preservation of Enoch in the Ethiopian Bible highlights the diversity of approaches to sacred texts in early Christianity. So much for the historical part of the Book of Enoch. Now let's move on to its content. Much of the religious text describes Enoch's ascension to heaven, which is significant in itself, as it is a rare example of acceptance into the heavenly world without passing through death. The Book of Enoch overturns all conventional notions of heaven, describing vague images of angels, not all of whom are good. It paints a picture of a rich, detailed structure, with each level full of stars, incredible elements, and a specific order of angels. But its detailed descriptions of angelic beings and their interactions with humans raised big questions about the nature of sin, the origin of evil, and the structure of the divine world. The idea that angels could have sex with humans and produce offspring challenged the prevailing doctrines of many early Jewish and Christian communities. Yet this ancient text, though controversial, remains as popular as the books of the canonical Bible. Enoch's vision of heaven does not really fit with traditional beliefs. Let's take a look at how Enoch describes heaven. So, the first heaven. Here, angels control the weather, create the elements, and control the stars. The second heaven contains fallen angels who rebelled against the divine order. The third heaven. This is a very significant place, the physical parameters of which include some cruel and violent parts. Here is located the Shangri-La, or Mountain of Life, as well as the famous Garden of Eden where the first humans lived. Next comes the fourth heaven. Angels guard the sun and moon here, directing their movements as needed. In the fifth heaven, angels work, busy with singing and other similar tasks of praising God. Sixth heaven, angels watch over human dreams and manage the affairs of the world and people, guarding and directing their goals. The seventh heaven. It is filled with brilliant red and white light. Here are the highest levels of order, the top of the pyramid, where the throne of God is located. Heaven is also described as the place where the story of the tree of life continues, and where God inflicts punishments, including rivers of fire. Hell, however, is seen by Enoch as a temporary place of punishment for wicked people. It is not eternal torment, as many expect, it is a place where people who have committed sins end up at the bottom of 4 chambers associated with darkness and fire. The most grievous sins deserve the most terrible suffering. These descriptions hint at a possible future punishment for weakness, for deviation from the divine order. Enoch's descriptions differ strikingly from traditional Christian views in several key respects. First, the hostility of angels. In the Book of Enoch, angels can even be a hindrance to the heavenly and hellish order. Another notable feature of Enoch's hell is the absence of Satan. There is no mention of Satan as the ruler of hell. Instead, all punishments are carried out by angels who torment sinners. And perhaps the most surprising thing in this list is the temporary displeasure of God. That is, hell in Enoch is not viewed as a permanent place, rather, it is a period when God temporarily turns away from man, depriving him of redemption. Yes, the Book of Enoch is particularly notable for its emphasis on the afterlife. And it deviates from the traditional approach to the nature of life after death, whether it is heaven or hell.